The University of Delaware, a land-grant state university, is located in Newark in the northwestern part of the state. The university campus extends north and south through the Newark community. The aerial view shows the landscape planning which has characterized the development of the Delaware campus. Old College, whose doors were first opened to students in 1834, is the largest and stateliest of the early campus buildings. This university, with its beautiful campus extending over 110 acres, its buildings conforming harmoniously to the Georgian architectural style, with its walks shaded by tall, graceful elms, is the outgrowth of a small school that was founded in 1743. We are indebted to the Reverend Dr. Francis Allison, one of America's foremost classical scholars, for that original foundation. The present university has operated as a degree-granting institution since 1834. The main entrance to Hullion Hall, the administration building, is a popular meeting place for students. Entering students and their parents usually receive their first detailed information about the university's offerings from the Director of Admissions. There are 6 academic schools in the university, including the School of Graduate Studies. A conference in the President's office with the Dean of Graduate Studies is followed by a visit from 2 members of the freshman class. Delaware is large enough to offer a rich educational program and yet small enough to afford many such personal contacts. These freshmen in the School of Arts and Science are attending an orientation session. All entering students are provided several such opportunities for receiving necessary information. No less important for orientation purposes is the annual Parents' Conference, which is held on the campus early in each school year. Teaching is our first and most important order of business. This is a class in the growth and structure of the English language. The first college course in chemistry is concerned with giving students, regardless of their fields of concentration, a general insight into the fundamental laws and processes of the science. As a result, the study of chemistry fits well into the broad educational objective of the School of Arts and Science. This experiment shows that steel can be melted even underwater. We are justly proud of our Department of Military Science and Tactics and our ROTC. The Delaware Rifles is the crack drill unit of the Cadet Regiment. The presentation of colors at the memorial marker on the lawn in front of Mitchell Hall is a reminder that sons and daughters of Delaware have joined with many other Americans in the defense of justice. The Memorial Library houses an excellent and continually growing collection of Delawareana, which includes a number of diaries of some of Delaware's earliest students and others whose lives and work have been of interest and importance. Evans Hall, headquarters of the School of Engineering. This student is on his way to the Dean's office to get information about a new course in general engineering. While this conversation continues, let's visit the 4 engineering laboratories whose curricula comprise the instruction in the general engineering course. Our first stop is chemical engineering. This is the distillation tower outside the chemical engineering building. This elaborate equipment, seldom found on a university campus, plays an important part in chemical engineering research in progress at the University of Delaware. The electronics laboratory is our second stop as we familiarize ourselves with the major branches of engineering in which the students will work in this new course. This equipment in the civil engineering lab is being used to explain the characteristics of quicksand. Our engineering laboratories tour is completed as we drop in on some mechanical engineers and their instructor who is helping them check their work. The cooperative course in general engineering is designed for the good student who is interested in the broader aspects of engineering without specializing in any one field. Throughout his career at Delaware, every student has frequent conferences about his own objective and his progress with his individual faculty advisor. One of the professional services of the School of Education's Reading Clinic is the screening test of the pupil's vision. In another room in the reading clinic, this youngster is rapidly identifying words chosen from a graded series of basal readers. His responses reveal his skills and difficulties in word recognition. Here's a demonstration of a most helpful apparatus. This young man is using the reader rate controller to help him improve the efficiency of his reading. Teacher preparation and training is the major responsibility of our education school staff. One evidence of how well this is done is shown by the skill and grace of this young practice teacher from the University of Delaware in her work at the Newark Public School. Learning to prepare well-balanced meals is an essential part of the home economics curriculum. All students in home economics take courses in meal preparation and nutrition. This nursery school functions as a part of the School of Home Economics. Its purpose is to provide an opportunity for our college students to know and work with young children under the supervision of trained personnel. Now there's a young artist with a good, bold stroke. Giving teas, formal and informal dinners and parties for their classmates and other guests are some of the forms of hospitality in which home economics students develop the ability to be gracious hostesses and professional home economists. As the university grows, so must its physical facilities. It's interesting to note the contrast between the ivy-covered walls of Newcastle Hall and Cannon Hall, recently completed residence for women students. Our 500-acre experimental farm is a major factor in the complete opportunity which this university offers for agricultural study and research. And the new agricultural building is another evidence of the growth of the university in service to all the people of Delaware. The university is fortunate in owning two fine dairy herds, one of Guernseys and the other Holsteins. Here are the Guernseys. Classes like this one in cattle judging are held at the university farm. As the sun sets on the campus at Newark, there is but a pause in the university's service program. Soon the lights will go on in the several centers of university extension throughout the state. This is Wilmington High School, and these men and women from all walks of life are continuing their educations after their day's work is done. The University of Delaware is particularly proud of her part in the Human Relations Program for supervisory personnel of the Pennsylvania Railroad. More university extension students, this time at the Dover High School in our state's capital. Winterthur Museum, former residence of Henry Francis DuPont, where students of the university and others are now privileged to complete their studies in the American decorative arts. The Haskell Research Laboratory in Wolf Hall is the center of continuing efforts to add knowledge over a wide field of scientific inquiry. Chicken raising and the broiler industry are big business in Delaware, over $100 million a year. These inoculations, which are being given on the Newark farm, provide opportunities for testing new serums developed in the university laboratories. This same carefully detailed interest in research and new knowledge is extended throughout the entire state. These are the broad acres of the university's agricultural experiment substation at Georgetown. University of Delaware horticulturists checking on the results of weed control. Now we've moved into the town of Georgetown, the county seat of Sussex County. This farmer has driven into town to get advice from the county agent. There's no better example of a far-reaching community service program than the important work done by the county agent. Here we see the county agent with a guest entering a local radio station for his daily broadcast of farm news. Each year, a number of volunteer firemen from all over the state of Delaware assemble on the university campus for a short course in fire prevention methods and techniques. Another annual community service event of wide public interest is the Campus Festival of State High School Bands. These youngsters are from Bayard Junior High in Wilmington. Our students in the University Theater, the E52 players, prepare a children's play each season, and how the youngsters love these shows. This is a production of Pinocchio. I wish you could hear the children. There were 1,000 of them here in Mitchell Hall as we took these pictures. Of course, meeting the actors is the high point for the youngsters. This production went on tour throughout the state, plus a performance in Easton, Maryland, and one in Washington, D.C. These gentlemen are school administrators from all parts of Delaware. We moved our camera in on them during a break in one of a series of Saturday morning seminars. We're backstage in Mitchell Hall before the opening session of the annual Economic Conference. Our keynote speaker at this conference was the Australian ambassador, the gentleman on the left as you look at the group. The Division of Health, Physical Education and Athletics offers a program of service, instruction and healthful living designed to meet the needs of the university student. Instruction in the physical education program for both men and women is taught in excellent facilities consisting of 2 swimming pools, 3 gymnasiums, tennis courts, many playing fields, a field house, and a stadium. The objective of the service program is to develop physical fitness and skills to be used in recreational activities. The The intercollegiate program for men at the University of Delaware is comprised of 14 sports in an effort to offer athletic competition to as many students as possible. An intensive intramural program for both men and women is given for the purpose of recreation, the testing of skills learned in the service program, and the gaining of the educational values of athletic competition. It is the policy of this university to limit competition to other institutions with a commensurate philosophy, so that the intercollegiate athletic program is a phase of the total educational effort of the University of Delaware. Student activities and student organizations are the mainspring of campus life. Attendance at the church services of one's choice and participation in the religious life of the community are recommended to the students of the university. The Student Government Association is an effective organization in the leadership and conduct of student affairs. The Review is the campus newspaper. It is prepared and published weekly during the regular sessions of the university by a student staff. The Interfraternity Council coordinates the programs and activities of the 9 campus fraternities. Our university choir is an active group of talented, enthusiastic students who do a grand job which we all enjoy. They make several appearances off campus during the year, as do the members of the band and other instrumental music groups. Honors Day, held each spring on the Delaware campus, is one of our most important observances. This is the occasion for honoring students who stand at the top scholastically and in service to the university. This is the tapping ceremony when members of the junior class who are leaders in scholarship and service to the university are inducted into TASSEL, an honorary society for senior women students. The festivities of May Day are particularly colorful and lovely. The May Day ceremonies are held on the lawns of the South Campus, a principal outdoor recreation area for women students. Each year, the crowning of a different but equally lovely May Queen is the climax of this colorful and traditional spring rite. Purnell Hall houses two important university service organizations. First, the Business Guidance and Placement Bureau, whose services are available to seniors and graduates. Many personnel officers from business and industry come to the university to interview prospective employees. The second of these organizations is our Alumni office, headquarters for planning new ways and means to serve our fast-growing alumni groups. Each year as June rolls around, all of us here at the university find it hard to realize that another full school year has come to a close. The officers of the university have just left Hullion Hall and are on their way to the assembly point to take part in the academic procession. Of course, our seniors and the graduate students who are receiving advanced degrees are filled with a sense of pride and personal accomplishment. Herein lies their first reward for having lived the full, rich university life. Baccalaureate and commencement exercises are dignified and memorable occasions, milestones in the university experience. For many of you, this film has provided your first opportunity to see something of this university. To our new acquaintances and to our loyal alumni and all other friends of Alma Mater, please know that you are always welcome on the campus of the University of Delaware.